Ave
right.
Maria.
That's a good one. We should start with that. And make sure to subscribe and make sure I know we're at the end here, but if you go on Spotify, make sure to rate it and like it.
We could always cut it, put it in the front.
Just being honest with you. Yeah. Yeah.
They don't know our magic tricks.
Exactly. You're right. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens.
We could have filmed this at the beginning and then just cut it in the back.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. I'll just cut it in. Fuck it. Who cares? Yeah. Like, subscribing, okay. Yeah. Welcome back to Broke Till Friday podcast. A little late on this one. It's fine. Definitely not a rush job. Edward,
definitely not.
You were out selling up north.
I was out selling. I got my first job. No,
They're gonna say your first felony or something.
My first felony. I've
won't be the
murdered.
last.
I've murdered a man in cold blood.
Hell yeah! In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Again,
Of course.
Definitely not carpet bombing Mike Pence's house.
Exactly.
Well, TNT added Minecraft. So,
anyways,
can we do calls to violence in the first 60 seconds?
I don't know. Hey, is it calls to violence?
No, it's Minecraft.
It's Minecraft.
It's fictional.
It's Minecraft. Fictional.
It's a joke.
It's fictional penises all the way down.
Exactly. And up.
Yes.
Mike's ass.
True.
Mike Pence.
Why do you think he's so homophobic? It's because he takes it up the ass every day.
He does. 100%.
Yeah.
There's a 100% chance that Mike Pence has done homosexual things, which is why he hates himself and gay people so much.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
I stand by that. So your weekend?
My weekend.
Your weekend. Yeah, this is why Walter tells us to write a script.
I was basically in Oakland the whole weekend.
Damn, you were literally.
Yeah, I was literally in Oakland.
You could have picked up Walter.
I could have picked up Walter.
Walter, you dumbass. What have you done?
That's why.
Well, no, because you got home this morning.
Yeah, I got home at like 7. Yeah,
7 in the morning.
If I had stayed an extra day, yeah, I could have brought him back.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, if Walter had gotten a fucking, if he had just gotten an earlier flight, basically.
Oh, yeah, an earlier flight. Yeah, literally.
Could have shown up and he could have been here right now going. And instead, he's on a plane right now, and it's going to the Twin Towers.
Sucking ass and getting bitches.
Electric Boogaloo, 9/11/2. I flipped it around. It's you guys get the idea. It's fine.
Does this implication mean that sucking ass caused 9/11?
I think so, honestly, because
I think I learned that in math. It's like causative.
If those terrorists had their ass eaten, once or twice by some girl even a camel in the Middle East, maybe something would have they would have been not as sexually repressed and wanting to kill the infidels. So
legit though, I think a lot of it is sexual repression. Just look at TERFs.
Honestly. Oh, wait. Okay. Before we get into the news, because a whole bunch of stuff happened on the weekend. Let me finish my update real quick.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to Washington. They said no. Then not even a phone call or an email, just a little automatic reply a few days later that just said, "Thank you for applying, blah 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 company." And I was like, "Cool."
No,
thanks.
you just get a letter in the mail and it's like in tiny font, like Times New Roman 12. No.
A carrier pigeon drops off a little note card that just says no.
No.
That's what
like the tiniest font, just.
A fax. No. A fax is the entire thing. I can already tell it's no halfway, but I'm still waiting there just in case they're like, no, yes, But yeah, so not going to Washington. But luckily they're like, we want to keep you around in the area. So hey, maybe I won't have to move at all.
You know what you just reminded me of?
What?
You can fax things over the internet.
Yeah.
There's a free website where you go to. And you basically upload a PDF and it'll send it to a fax machine and the fax machine will print it out for free.
Yeah, I used to have to direct customers to do that in Bank of America because Bank of America is fucking dog shit, and they'd be like, "Hey, so we received your claim. If you have any proof, go ahead and fax it to us." And I was like, what? And people would get mad at me. They'd be like, what do you mean fax? I'm like, I have the fax machine number right here. And they're like, I don't have a fax. This isn't 1937. Yeah. And I'm like, here's a website, faxfreewhatever.com.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, just upload it there. Take a picture of it. Click upload. And then you send it to the number. And they're like, it'll work. I'm like, it works. And they're like,
works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never got a complaint again. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, but fucking dinosaur ass motherfuckers.
Speaking of dinosaurs, old people.
I know you were saying about your.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna stay in the area for now. So we'll see.
Okay,
I mean, hopefully something opens up around here, and then we stay.
Will never leave.
Exactly.
HP holds you forever. There is no escape.
Start convulsing. So yeah, it's I'm gonna be here, still getting paid. Hell yeah.
Yep.
So this past weekend, I don't know if you heard, the actor who played Hagrid in Harry Potter passed away. Did you hear about that?
No, I did not.
You didn't hear about
No,
that? That's crazy.
That sucks. Fuck.
Yeah, it's sad. And I was,
Yeah,
I
we
was,
just remember fucking.
and I was telling my girl, like, man, if we were at Universal and standing in the Harry Potter line and I heard that news, I probably would have broke down crying. You know, like
Yeah.
It's my entire childhood. Like, I literally saw him in person when I wrote a letter and said, this is why I would want to get the Deathly Hallows book. And then I got selected to go and get the Deathly Hallows book signed by J.K. Rowling at the time, not as bigoted as she was now, or not as publicly
not
bigoted.
as publicly bigoted,
publicly bigoted as she is now. And I went, and I was in 5th grade, and she was like, did she sign? She's like, here you go. And I was like, ah! And then the Hagrid actor, Robbie Coltrane, he was walking around in his Hagrid outfit, and we were like, it's Hagrid!
Yeah.
And we were a bunch of little elementary school kids. I was like, damn. So rest in peace, Robbie Coltrane. In related news, do you know how much money J.K. Rowling made over the weekend?
Infinite amount. Like, she's a billionaire.
It's so fucking funny because everyone's like, oh, rest in peace, Hagrid. Starts buying Hagrid merch and then trickle up back
to Rowling.
J.K. Rowling, because she literally tweeted, someone tweeted at her saying, how do you sleep at night? And she was like, well, before I go to sleep, I look at the royalty check.
Okay. So I didn't realize that this all happened because Hagrid died. But this weekend I did spend a disproportionate amount of time on Twitter arguing with transphobes over J.K. Rowling.
Well, I'm telling you, she was probably trending because of that. Because
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else has even made this connection yet. Because I was like, this fucking eureka moment where I was like, she's making so much money. And that's why I told you guys first in the chat. And you were like, I have no idea what this means. Like, okay, perfect. Like, no one's connected the dots, you know? But you didn't know Hagrid had died. But none of the other, I feel like the other guys knew, but they didn't do the connection either.
They didn't do the connection.
But I'm like, she made so much fucking money.
Yeah.
He passes away. Uptick in merch. All of his Funkos are sold out. They're like $40 now on Amazon and stuff. Was at Target the other yesterday. I was at Target yesterday, and all of his stuff was sold out in the Lego section. Like the little Hagrid figure and stuff like that. Sold out. Huge uptick in Harry Potter sales over the weekend because of his death. And you know how much money J.K. Rowling has made.
I legitimately hate her. Like, she literally ruined one of the biggest parts of my childhood.
I know, it's terrible.
I despise
she
her.
could have just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
and
she
not
could have
been
just
a
fucked
piece
off.
of shit.
I don't think people have realized this yet, except until recently when I think really recently Sean made a video on all the ties that J.K. Rowling has to the Parliament in Britain. And she basically funds a whole lot of like anti-gay people shit. So like she basically funds and like is associated with people who try to propose laws to make gay marriage illegal. Like basically it's all a facade. She doesn't care about women's rights. Like she funds like anti-abortion advocates. Like she's literally just a fascist.
That's crazy.
Like I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. It's really weird.
From being homeless in a van to fascist billionaire.
Yeah.
How quickly they go. Quickly they go. And it was funny. I was watching the HBO special too the other day, like a couple months ago, right?
Yeah.
And when her part comes up, it says filmed before 2019.
Yeah.
for like a special for like a previous special reused footage, and I was like, oh, okay, thank you.
No. Like this is why
this
I advocate.
is before we all found out she was a piece of shit.
Yeah, before she was like a fucking trash dumpster.
Yeah.
Like, oh god.
Unfortunate.
Like this is the reason why I always advocate for like if you're gonna buy Harry Potter merch, because like it's a big part of people's childhood. It's a big part of my childhood.
Of course.
Like it's not easy to separate from that. But I mean, at the end of the day, she still does want to genocide gay people. So.
You win some, you lose some.
You win some, you lose some. But so like that's why I advocate for like if you're still gonna participate in that thing, like I still kind of do, buy things either secondhand, like things that people are throwing out, or just go on Etsy. Don't give her any money.
Exactly.
Like just buy, like if you're gonna buy a $20 plastic wand, buy it from fucking Etsy.
Etsy and Redbubble.
And Redbubble.
Where you can pirate things legally.
Yes, exactly.
You're pirating physical properties. It's amazing.
It's
amazing.
glorious. It's
like
returning the culture back to the people. Honestly.
I made a handmade Gryffindor scarf. I'll buy that shit off you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's infinite. It's gonna be infinitely better quality. It's gonna be like you're actually supporting someone that put effort into the work, not just like a factory run thing that used like
Little
Indonesian
kids and
slaves.
three-year-olds in Indonesia.
Fuck, goddamn it.
Fucking mosquito bit me and now I'm all itchy.
And even best of all, you don't give money to someone who actively wants to genocide like a quarter of the population. So
yeah, it's tough. But as they say,
I've speaking of that, like how do you call it? And like it is kind of weird. I feel like it's I don't know. Like, there's probably already a term for it, but I'm too stupid to know it. But it's like a type of parasocial relationship that they have with like that people have with like these kind of properties from their childhood. It
parasocial
really is.
relationship.
Is it? I feel like that denotes like a real life person. Like you think they're your friend.
No, because parasocial could also be like, well, I guess just it having a large impact on their childhood.
Yeah, because like these people
Legit.
I was arguing with a lot of transphobes on Twitter that were like because of this whole J.K. Rowling thing. Because I did see the tweet where she's like, "Oh yeah, I make an infinite amount of money." Like and that's what sparked this whole thing. Like I was on and I started on OSP's Overly Sarcastic Productions Twitter, and Red was basically saying like J.K. Rowling's a piece of shit. Like that's why you have to try to separate stuff, and you can't buy her stuff because you're actively supporting someone who's malicious. It's like saying like, oh, I don't support Hitler, but I like his
these
paintings.
Nazi symbols.
I like his paintings.
I gotta tell you, the Nazi aesthetic, it's pretty dapper.
Yeah.
Have you seen these boys?
Yeah. Have you seen their fitted uniforms? That they're so cut to
tailored
fit?
by Hugo Boss himself.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
First of all, cars funded by Mercedes. Fanta.
That Volkswagen? I really like that Volkswagen.
Exactly. I said Mercedes. Is Mercedes? No, Mercedes is German? Question mark?
Is it Mercedes German? I don't know.
I think it was Volkswagen. Okay, Volkswagen because it's like,
Yeah.
Wiener Schnitzel wasn't around, but if they were, I would assume they'd be feeding them chili meth dogs.
Yeah, chili meth dogs, literally. Rancid probably too. Not gonna lie.
We've seen how the army rations are, Walter.
Throw an example up here, Walter.
It's just Walter.
Yeah.
No, he's not editing.
Zordon.
Just throw up another Zordon at him again.
Zordon Walter brings out like a rancid chili dog, just.
And then he eats it. Oh my god.
No. How do you call it? But, and like these people that were like advocating for like HP, like they were bringing things like they would like derail the conversation in ways that like wouldn't make sense unless they considered like Harry Potter to be like a part of their body or something, because like
it's part of their personal identity.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. It's such a weird turn because you're like, hey, if you're gonna buy Harry Potter merch, maybe don't buy it and fund the person that like actively wants to like genocide people.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, but it was like,
but you're just a muggle. You don't understand.
Why are you attacking the fan base for enjoying the property? It's like, okay, if you're enjoying it, just fucking don't. Give it to someone that did that.
Again, buy it on Etsy, Redbubble, Etsy and Redbubble. You're two
learn how to sew,
sourced.
learn how to knit or something, anything.
Yeah.
Fucking, dude, you know what?
Find your friend that knits and give them red and gold, and they can make you a Gryffindor scarf.
Yes, exactly.
Two balls of yarn.
Come on, fucking. I don't know what to tell you, man.
It's not that hard to make a scarf, guys.
No.
My grandma.
My friend's gonna kill me because they actually do knit.
They make scarves?
Yeah, they make scarves.
Well, then, if they complain about it, they're being a little bitch. Thank you. Endorsed by Edward.
I have a lot of peeking behind the curtain.
No. Ah!
This was knitted for me by one of my friends.
Look at that. See?
Yeah.
That's not. How hard is this?
Yeah.
This is not hard at all. Look at that. Like, literally. Like, look how soft he is. Look at him. He's a softie. He's got his little noodle swords in the back.
It's so great. It's the Deadpool from the little animatics at the end of the movie.
Oh,
yeah, it's the little like.
And now he's like, I want to be a real boy, and we're like,
fuck
never.
J.K. Rowling.
Fuck J.K. Rowling. I want to be a real boy. She hates you because you're trans. You're going from wool to human. All right, he's dead.
Actually, she'd probably hate him because he's pan, canonically in the comics.
Roasted. Yeah, so, I mean...
I can't put it there. I'm going to drop everything.
Again, remember, this is the same author who named a Chinese girl Cho Chang.
Legit.
So...
Speaking of which, you reminded me of something funny. There was
Seamus McFinnigan or whatever.
I forgot where I read it, but it was like, you can tell that J.K. Rowling didn't intend for the main cast to be African-American or people of color, because if they would, she would have named them something like... And then it was like this
horribly
really,
racist, like, fucking... Jamal fried chicken ear or something,
yeah,
you know,
like the most obscene shit. Like,
yeah,
like that's how you can tell that they weren't intended to be POC.
Like
which doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like you can cast whoever you want.
So here's the thing: they recast Crab and Goyle. Well, or one of them, Crab or Goyle, I don't remember. But like Crab and Goyle, they're two little white boys in the first two movies, and then I think Crab turns into a black kid like the third movie in for some reason. They never explain it. And I was just like, huh, is that a new guy? And they were like, and he was like, Crab. And the black kid's like, eh. I was like, I mean, I just explained something.
And the fact that like you didn't even notice until like forever. Later.
Yeah.
It's like,
I know.
It's smooth transition.
Yeah. But also, I feel like as a kid, you're not really paying attention to all the details.
That's true.
As a kid, you're kind of just like, he's got the Sorcerer's Stone. The man in the back of the head, it burns. He wins, you know?
Yeah. It's like, generic.
It's more reductive, but you pay attention to these things when you're older. But
also, I will maintain to this day, Percy Jackson was always the better book series.
Oh,
Always, it was way better written.
So they have the new Percy Jackson
TV
show. So that remains to be seen. We'll see if it's
the TV show. Like we're not comparing movies here, because then HP gets the W.
I was gonna say, because is it better? Because again, I mean,
the book series,
Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson didn't exactly spin off into worldwide theme parks.
The book series is way better written. Are you really gonna tell me that, like...
First of all, I've never read it, so yes, I will.
What?
That's the perfect Twitter argument.
Legit.
First of all,
you're dumb. Anyways.
Exactly. I'll go ahead and strike that.
Yeah.
So...
Negated.
Yeah. So, well, that's J.K. Rowling for you.
Yeah.
Not sure what else we've got in the docket today, but we have got...
I will maintain Darren Shan was also the better author, too. That was my childhood book series.
But are they a billionaire who now hates trans people? So
true. I mean, some L's, some W's,
It's a lot at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
To spend fighting to suppress women,
That's Saudi Arabia. That's why they're fucking with our oil now. Our oil prices were coming down finally, and then Saudi Arabia starts jacking them up. Right? They cut oil production by about 2 million barrels because they want to spike the prices right before midterms, so that way dumbasses go, thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Joe Brandon, for our $7 gas prices. And it's like, again, he doesn't exactly make the prices, like it's a whole worldwide thing.
Yeah.
There's a conflict going on in the Middle East, in the East, not even the Middle East anymore. It's actually the East in Russia. And it's just, I don't know, it's fucked right now. There's a lot of bombings and stuff going on.
It's big fucked, yeah.
Yeah, no, but like, I don't know. They're going full on.
Dude. Have you seen someone like the dumbest, most brain dead, brain soup looking motherfuckers, like, and their fucking takes saying that it's like an act of, it's a war crime to bomb a fucking bridge?
Me, pick me, teacher, pick me. Thank you. I just saw a post 2 hours ago of in Texas a car flying the Russian flag with a Z on it. How much of an absolute imbecile do you have to be in Texas of all places to be like, America, oh, you know what, Russia fighting against the Nazis in Ukraine, which is probably what their line of thought is because they've been brainwashed. But again, Saudis are fucking cranking down the oil production. US is going to crank it up to make up for that. But
the companies still aren't going to adjust the prices to fix that, because supply and demand is fake. It's literally however much they can get away with charging you.
Fake.
It's fake. It's however much they can get away with charging you. At the end of the day,
it's an inelastic good, which means you need it. Food, water, and gas are all inelastic. They do not react to the same way as regular goods. And I guess to a degree, housing. Well, because you kind of see the housing market starting to dip now. It's not as bad as it's not. I don't think the bubble's popped yet, but it's getting pretty bad.
To.
It's getting starting to see the little right? But again, we don't know yet because the prices are so ridiculous. But it's inelastic because you need gas. So that's why, regardless, people are going to keep paying. Like, oh, it's only $10 more a week. Well, it's only $10 more a week times 300 million people in the U.S. Let's say 30 million of which can drive. That's 10% of the population.
Yeah.
That's $300
Probably
million.
more than that can drive, to be honest.
I know,
but
you get what I
for
mean,
a
right?
lowballed estimate,
Yeah.
even
Like-
there, it's fucking insane.
And $10 more a week is very, very conservative. Some people are spending like $30 more a week and stuff like
Fucking,
that because of how much they use. It's nuts.
Not including this weekend, right? I did like the work trip, right?
Yeah.
I think, let's say that's
In the
20,
van?
40. Yeah, in the van. I had to go in the van. That's, we put like $30 to come back, and like just on the second half of the trip, but we already had gas. We had like a full tank.
Yeah.
So we had a full tank, and then we had to redo another 30 just to get it back. I think it's like $80 or something to fill up that van or something like that.
At like $6 a gallon right now.
Yeah, it's like $6 a gallon, and that's technically the lowest end. I think the lowest thing we found was like $5.30 at Costco.
Ooh, yeah, Costco actually has.
But-
it fucking cheap.
Everywhere else was like $7,
Yeah,
six,
it's tough.
like $6.50, $6.80. It's like it's insane. The gas prices are insane. It's literally just because they want to gouge you.
Straight up,
literally
there's
they just wanna
no
gouge you.
other reason why.
Legit, no.
Because they got away with it, and they're gonna keep getting away with it.
Yeah.
Until you literally find these people in their homes and shoot them in Minecraft.
In Minecraft, you gotta plant pipe bombs
Legit.
in Minecraft.
Wait, do they make pipe bombs? We'll make
I
a
think
mod.
so.
We'll make a mod to put pipe bombs in Minecraft.
I'm pretty sure there is a mod for
and an exact replica of a senator's house, and then
Yeah.
pipe bomb it. So
Pa.
Sounds good.
Deadpool would approve. Deadpool would approve of stochastic
can we just
terrorism.
hire Deadpool to? Imagine how much better the
Imagine.
world would be.
Ah,
No,
yeah.
because then they'd be the rich people hiring him to kill
Yeah.
the opposition. It'd just be Mexico. It'd just be
It'd
Mexico
yeah,
all
it'd
over
just
the
be
world.
Mexico.
Straight up.
Yeah, that's the thing. It'd just be Mexico. No, but
Oh, there's just little gun straps, huh?
yeah.
That's hilarious.
What's it
It's
called?
holsters.
What's it called? Fuck! I forgot what I was gonna say. That's why a lot of like the inelastic goods need to be publicized or need to be taken under the wing of like the government
Yes, regulation.
regulation.
It's called regulation. It's not absolute like price ceiling, et cetera, gas shortage of the 70s that we've seen. It's regulation.
Yeah,
Where
it's,
you go,
it's
"Hey."
hard regulation, because then if you don't hard regulate it, they'll just undo the regulations eventually. Like that's what happened with gas. Actually, they were under strict regulations, strict trying to do like that middle ground is best ground. And now look at where we're back at the place where like basically like in the Standard Oil era of
Straight up.
things. Like that's basically
There's
where
like
we're ending
Chevron,
up.
Shell, and like I don't know. That's it.
That's basically it.
BP renamed themselves after fucking polluting the ocean and
Yeah.
killing countless animals.
Yeah,
Did
so
you know?
middle ground is not enough. You got to push it a little bit more. You got to try to find where the place where they won't undo regulations.
Did you know that this year the crab population is down 90% over the last 2 years?
my boy crabs.
I know we're gonna evolve into crabs, but the
Yeah.
current crabs are gone.
Like fuck, that sucks.
It's really bad, and there's the crab fishing season has been canceled basically.
Yeah.
Because there's
There's
can't
no
find
crabs,
anything. They
yeah.
can't find anything. They're assuming they went up north to colder waters, but within the last 2 years, 90%. Like this is catastrophic
that's
levels
legit.
of like we need to go back in time and get Al Gore as president so we can eat crabs.
fucking Al Gore was supposed to be president. I will maintain that.
Yes,
I will
because
maintain
we've
that.
talked about this, but
Hanging
I'm
chads.
going to say it again. Jeb Bush, who was governor of Florida, and his brother, George Bush, and then he orders a stop in the recount, and then it goes to the Supreme Court, and they're like, well, we can't really do this because then it would just taint his legacy. It's like, fuck him and his fucking legacy, just go and cut his
Yeah.
little head off.
Okay, like I think there should be more rules for who is like if you have a brother that's like or like a direct relative.
But that's clear conflict of interest that shouldn't
Well,
have been
like,
even
no, like-
considered.
No, like what I mean is like I feel like there should be some sort of type of like regulation where like if you're a close relative, like your brother, your sister, your first cousin, your uncle that you're like that you've been around for a while, your mother, your father, your son is holding public office, you can't also hold public office that would interfere with that jurisdiction. It's like if you're the governor of Florida, you can't run for president, or like if your brother's the governor of Florida, you can't run for president because
Well, it should have been his order is disregarded, but again, it's like
Yeah.
his order to be like stop the recount. It's like you can't directly interfere with this. This is a clear conflict violation of interest.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a little bit more stipulations onto how you get elected and stuff like that. There's clearly some issues. We've had 4 years of Trump. There's clearly some issues.
Something going on.
There's still the fucking like right now. Fucking if the Republicans win the House, they can disband the fucking insurrection committee. They have the power to disband the insurrection committee, and like they've already found proof. And right now they've just subpoenaed Donald Trump. That happened this weekend. That happened this weekend. They just subpoenaed him. So if Trump just like delays and says, no, I don't want to go, no, I don't want to go, no, I don't want to go, they can just if he just delays long enough, he never has to testify. He never has to be held accountable.
But luckily, we got Dank Brandon on our side.
True.
Going like, hey, marijuana, we're gonna legalize it. We get full control of the House, Senate, and everything. We're gonna pass as much stuff as we can.
ASAP.
Codify Roe v. Wade, etc. And I do believe that women are going to come out and vote a lot after what they've seen.
Oh yeah,
it's horrifying what's going on in Texas with all the laws and stuff, right?
Dude, did you see that story about like that 7-year-old and I think it was Oklahoma? That
one of those, Indiana or some Illinois or some bullshit.
Yeah, who got raped and like she was like forced to carry the thing to term.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
that's awful.
And like when the governor tried to intervene, one of the governors, I think from a nearby state that has abortion legal, tried to interfere. They were basically like no, and they were trying to bring charges against that governor, like charges of murder.
They're so stupid, absolute fucking idiots. Like
it's so fucking retarded.
They're like, you gotta let the baby live, and it's like, oh yeah.
What about the baby that fucking got raped? Like, what? It's like with Matt Walsh coming out as like a known groomer and pedophile. Straight up pedophile. You cannot deny now that like 90% of the Republican platform is just pedophilia.
Yeah,
like
literally, you got Matt Gaetz, you got Matt Walsh, two Matties.
Oh no, watch out for Matt Pat.
Oh no, Matt Pat. Sorry, Matt Pat. He's next. When your favorite Twitch/YouTube streamer comes out as a huge piece of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what to do, but
GG.
like, subscribe to someone else now. So
yeah,
the true person without any controversy, H3H3 podcast, Ethan Klein.
True, never. Much. He pulled. Look, I'll give H3H3 so much props. He pulled himself out of the alt-right pipeline so quick.
Well, because he realized he was attracting the wrong people. That's
yeah.
Because he was making reaction videos. Because like the crazy SJW people that are like, I can shave my pussy in the middle of a Starbucks.
Yeah,
and if you say I cannot,
the ones that every group has, and then that give everyone a bad
extremists,
name.
Right? Extreme left.
Yeah.
He made fun of them, and then he saw what kind of audience he was bringing on, which is why he changed his content.
Yeah.
Because he didn't like where it was going.
Yeah, but that's why I'll give him so many props, because at least he has like what's it called? A standard?
Morals?
I mean, I don't know.
He
what
has
it's
morals
called. Like
literally, like
in spite of because like fucking what's her that dumb bitch Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh, I was like Trisha Paytas?
Just basically, yeah. Tulsi Gabbard basically just went full Republican already. I mean, she already basically was.
She said she's now
she's just out and out about it.
She was a dino, Democrat in name only.
Democrat in name only.
Instead of a rhino.
No, but whatchamacalls it? But
Tulsi
yeah,
Gabbard.
Getting yourself to go against something that's actively bringing you money and actively growing your platform is it should be given, but it is actually pretty difficult because it's more money, it's more incentive to keep going. You get not only that, but you also get praise from your audience for like doing this, and the more you do it, the more praise you get. It's like multiple infinite regressive cycles. Down, and HHD props pulled himself out of that. Pull himself out from being a conservative, basically.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But,
because I remember there was a time that everyone who would like listen to Joe Rogan would listen to H3H3. There was like a good year or two where like the audiences were basically the same.
Well, because it used to be. I mean, same thing with iDubbbz. iDubbbz also turned around and stopped doing that sort of like extreme reactionary stuff because it was the same thing like Ethan. He realized he's attracting the wrong kind of crowd, and the people are like, say the N-word over and over again, but they're like, no, we want you to just keep saying the N-word. He's like, that's not the point of the video. The point is pointing out like hypocrisy or like words and
there were like other things aside from like
this whole logical breakdown, right? That he puts much more eloquently than I can in these 10 seconds, But it's like iDubbbz, Maximofo, Filthy Frank, H3, like that whole kind of circle, right? Then they go their own ways, and now like they're doing cold ones, Max and Fat Bastard, I forget his name. anything for views. And they're doing cold ones now where they do like actual interviews. Like it started out with just them fucking around because it was like a parody of hot ones, right? Where it's like cold ones or you having a drink, get it, haha. But now they're like, hey, we're actually opening merch, actually interviewing people and stuff like that. And I mean, it's
they have a whole brand now.
It's
that's
successful,
like that.
yeah. Because they were able to get out of just like, I'm gonna vomit in this cake, but that's the YouTube algorithm also forcing them to change.
Yeah.
Because if you don't adapt, how are you gonna make money? And then you're gonna do nothing.
Hey, you got to keep things different. You got to keep things updated.
Yeah, and then Filthy Frank now, he's Joji.
Unlike us.
Super successful. Exactly. We're here.
We are consistent.
3 years. Oh my God, 3-year anniversary. We forgot to celebrate it again.
Yeah.
Woo!
3-year anniversary. 3 years of doing this podcast, man. How you feel?
It's good. I like
it's good.
it.
Yeah.
I like where it's going.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Consistently.
Consistently mediocre.
Exactly.
That should just be the tag for the podcast.
Yeah,
Broke Till
honestly.
Friday podcast.
Consistently mediocre.
We're using that. That's a clip.
Clip that. Clip that.
Yeah, but that's you cannot stay in that, or else you're gonna turn like into Steven Crowder.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
Steven Crowder was a voice actor for Arthur. Like he was.
What?
Yeah, he voiced
No
the
way.
brain in like season 3 in like 90 something or the very beginning of the 2000s. But yeah, he literally voiced a character in the beloved childhood TV series Arthur. And then
That's why they canceled it.
And then Mr. Ratburn came out as gay, and then they canceled it.
Yeah.
That's see.
I bet they canceled it. It's like two competing forces. Mr. Ratburn came out as gay, and so they had to cancel it. And B, Steven Carter like blew up, and so they were like, okay, we can't be associated with this. It's a double
double whammy.
Yeah, double whammy.
He's done
From both ends.
The penis and the vagina, and the asshole, and the
Mostly
mouth,
the asshole.
and the ears, and the nostrils, and the eyes, and the one below the knee on women, as pointed out in Family Guy.
I was gonna say Quagmire. I feel like that's Quagmire's most famous line.
Now, giggity, come on, what are you? Giggity is his most famous line.
I completely
You're
forgot he says that.
Fucking lying to me.
I'm not even
You're
joking.
gaslighting me.
I completely forgot that that's his line.
Shit.
I
I'm going to kill your. This is actually a voodoo doll of Edward.
Yeah, just.
No, yeah, that's really his most. I'm pretty sure if you show someone that, then they know Family Guy.
Yeah.
They're like giggity. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, like actual line though, not just like
Giggity. That's
giggity.
an actual line. That is listed as a line.
All right.
You cannot talk to me about sentence structure.
If it's a line, where are the points?
I do be knowing how to spoke though. So. I taught my boss how to use bussin'. And he's like 50 something. It was so fucking funny. We're sitting in a restaurant. We're talking.
I don't even know how to use bussin'. Not gonna lie.
Well, like bus, like it's you see food and you're
bussin'.
like you grab the handful of food and you're like it's fucking bussin'. You know, it's just like it's just dumb shit. Like it's not a real term. You get me?
Yeah.
You don't say it when you're like, oh wow, this pasta is really bussin'. No. You go, you grab a handful of the pasta, you put it in your mouth, spread it all over your face, and then you go, it's bussin'. That's what you do, right? As a meme, as a joke. But we told him, we're like, oh,
spaghetti bath.
We had some food there, and he's like, oh, man, this food's really good. And we were like, oh, you I said to my other Gen, well, he was not Gen Z, he's Gen Y. He's Gen Y. But I said to him,
Y?
The one above, millennials. Millennials, Gen Y, yeah. Gen X, millennials, Gen Z. We're Gen Z. So Gen Y. He's a few years ahead of me, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
interesting.
You know, fucking. Wait, no. It's Gen Z, millennials, and then boomers. Just kidding. Gen Y and millennials. Oh, Gen X. No. The fuck is Gen X then? Like 40-year-olds? Gen Y, Gen Z. I think because. Let me see. Gen X. Gen X is not boomers. Because boomers are before. Yeah. 1965, 1980. Okay. Follow the baby boomers. Precedes millennials. Gen X. Gen X doesn't have another nickname, I guess. That's
no.
Why. No. It's literally just Generation X. So,
Generation X. Is that a show?
I have no idea. And
I feel like that's a show.
And I tell him
somewhere.
Probably. And I tell him, hey, this food's bussin'. And then we start cracking up. And he's like, what does that mean, my boss? And I was like, oh, well, you know, when food is really good, it's like a slang term. You should say it to your kids, you know? When something's really good, you'd be like, it's bussin'. And for added effects, you got to say for real. But you got to say for real fast. You know, like, for real, this food bussin'. And then we're cracking up, right? And later on, like later on in the day, we're back at work. And my boss is like, I don't remember what they were saying, but he goes, yeah, man, for real. And we start cracking up. Like the entire office is cackling. He's like, I'm using the new terms they taught me. So it was fucking funny.
Oh, that's great.
It was good.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's great.
And
that's
cute. We told him, like, you should say it to your kids, like, you know, like, and no cap. Like, don't be capping on me. Like, we taught him how to use cap, which is like lying. And he's like, I'm going to say these terms. My kids are going to be like, you can't say that. You're over 50. I'm like, well,
Oh, that's great. I love that.
But wouldn't it be so fucking funny? Imagine my dad being like, "Man, this food's busting!" Like, what?
Like we're out to go eat Chinese food like we were in high school, and he's just like, "Man, this food busting."
Yeah. Or imagine if my dad said like "no cap" or something.
Yeah.
Ah, cackling, dude, fucking cackling.
Hey, no cap.
Yeah. I was like, we got a job for you. No cap, for real. Bussin'.
Busting.
Yeah. So I think bussin' is just the funniest one. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's a bastardization of busting a nut because of how good the food is, you know. So it's like,
I did not
this
know
food's
that.
busting. Like, I'm busting. I want to say that's what I think it
Bussin'?
is.
I don't know.
Let's Google what bussin' stands for.
Yeah, let's live research right here as prepared as we always are.
Oh, bussin' is a song by Lil Baby and Nicki Minaj. Stupid.
Oh, so that's where it comes from. Bussin'.
No, 2022. That's not. No. Delicious. That's it. Adjective, bussin'. A respelling of busting or bursting, as in bursting with flavor. Look at that.
Oh, I'm bursting. I'm bursting.
Bussin'. This food bussin'. Yeah, because bussin' only came out pretty...
In the early 2020s, but it goes before that. It comes before that.
Ooh, bussin'. Since 2017 is the oldest thing I found.
Yeah.
Urban Dictionary. Wow,
Yeah,
December 17, 2017. That's crazy.
So, teenagers and young adults, especially TikTokers, are the primary users of the term. Mostly older adults, like millennials or boomers, have no clue what it means and are confused when others use it.
There it is. See? So, millennials are Gen Y. We're Gen Z, technically.
Right. I don't know. You always told me that like millennials were like older than us and that we're technically Gen Z.
Yes,
I
sir.
never really understood. I thought we were young millennials. Like, you know how like there's always like a little bit of a spectrum. I always thought we're we're like the tail end of the millennials. Zillennials.
Yeah. Well, I would say we have more in common with Gen Z because age-wise we're still closer to them.
I feel like we're like the gray zone.
Yeah.
Well, not the gray zone, but like
we don't identify with millennials of it's like, oh, like I mean, I guess now we do because we have a little more money, but it's like buying a house and like moving out and things like that, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess
moving out.
I know. But because I think like millennials are probably 30 and above, you know, or maybe even 28 and above, you know.
From right now.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be 30 in 5 years.
Exactly. 1995 is pretty much the cutoff for Gen Z, I would say. So like Alan is technically Gen
Damn, your
Z.
birthday starting tonight.
Exactly. That's like, oh, what? Let me see your ID. Here you go. You barely even looked at it. Yeah, your birthday starts in a 9 and a 19. So that's how I know you're old.
Old.
Over
my
21.
knees hurt.
Honestly, it's fucked up.
No, really, dude. I be getting a lot of back pain.
It's not good, man. It's because of the skiing accident, dude. You got to keep stretching, rolling your back. Like every morning, Hector said he immediately wakes up and jacks it to anime hentai, and he says that counts as stretches, which I don't think it's true at all.
I think that's just stretching your dick.
That's not how that works, Hector.
I mean, that's stretching. That's stretching.
Hector, this is a PSA. Warm up before you jerk it.
No. I think I'm on Hector's side now. No, that's stretching. That's stretching. That's stretching.
He'd be stretching. And he's like, I'm stretching this one. Well, he only ever stretches one arm, to be fair.
Oh,
so.
true. No, you got to spread it evenly, Hector. That's the only way it counts as stretching. You got to stretch evenly. You got to use your foot too. You know, you got to stretch your legs as well.
Yeah. So you're going to Vegas Friday.
Oh yeah, we're going to Vegas. We're going to go see.
What's that going to be like?
When we were young concert. When we were.
Did
young.
I tell you they added Green Day?
Oh fucking yes.
Let me see who else they just added, literally. Because remember when it first came out?
It was a scam.
Like,
everyone thought it was a scam. I thought it was a scam.
Everyone was like, it's a fucking scam. Don't buy tickets. Tickets were available.
I thought it was going to be like, what's it fucking called? Fire Island? No, what was that scam called?
Fire Festival.
Fire Festival. I thought it was going to be like the Fire Festival.
Yep.
Where it's just like, oh, a bunch of old a bunch of old bands, like popular bands. It's gonna be a scam. We're gonna get there, and the food that they're gonna like give out for free, like it's gonna be $1 billion a ticket, and the food that they're gonna give out is like half like a Caesar salad and like a pepperoni they found in a seagull's mouth.
Yep.
Like I thought that was gonna be like what it was.
Wait, it's 2 weeks long?
What?
Oh, no,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
there's another Saturday. That's why.
Mm.
So, let's see.
Saturday. What are we gonna get Saturday?
149. That's not too bad.
That's not bad for a concert.
Yeah.
149. That's not bad, dude. You know, it's insane. Like I talked to my dad about like prices and stuff. Like, you know, we run a business together, so it's like a lot. Like we were always talking about like, oh, the prices for this, the price for that.
Well, I'm assuming they were probably cheaper before, you know.
Yeah, no, like, and he's like, yeah, no, I remember when I was like, when I was a couple years younger than you, I would, like, basically, he like, you know, when you're older, it's hard to differentiate time.
Mhm.
I'm 25, but like, he's talking about when I was like 15, essentially 10 years ago. He was like, yeah, I remember being 15 and then, paying like 10 cents for one of those, what are they called in English? They're like those little like circular like pastry treats that you get like at the liquor store. The ones that have like the little white
Muffins?
No, not muffins. They're like
Cupcake?
They're like from the Bimbo brand. With
Conchas?
not conchas. They're like American like little pastries that are like they taste kind of like donuts, but they're not donuts. They're like full complete circles.
A Danish?
No, not a Danish. It's I think a lot more unhealthier. They're like chocolate, and it's like has like the little white stripe on it.
Oh, yeah. The Hostess cupcakes.
Yes, the Hostess.
It's a Hostess cupcake.
It's a Hostess.
Yeah.
Is it a Hostess cupcake?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, and he's like, yeah, I remember getting 10 cents, pairing up with one of my sisters, and using both of those 20 cents to buy one, and we'd have like 2 pennies left over, and I'd just let my sisters keep the 2 pennies. It's like this insane, like that's like $2 right now.
Yeah.
For
Like,
reference,
sir,
it's like $2. I'm like, Dad,
back in my day, you can go to the store and get $5 and come back with change.
I'm just like, Dad, it's not 1876. Ben Franklin ain't gonna be coming around in the
Exactly.
with the fire wagon to put out our
Exactly.
house.
like bifocals were new when he was young.
Yeah.
Okay, like you don't understand. But yeah, I
But
get it.
It is kind of insane how fast like times have changed. Like, I mean, think back to like I was gonna say like 1990, but like the early 2000s. Like even just on social issues, how hated were like gay people, especially compared to now.
Personally?
Like, let alone trans people. Oh, personally? Personally?
We're talking personally.
We're talking personally. Or we're talking societal.
Yeah. So
No, like-
pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty
Personally,
bad.
publicly, yeah,
Yeah, publicly.
I get it. Everyone's afraid because like AIDS and stuff. And, like, if
Yeah.
you touch someone with AIDS, you shrivel up.
Yeah,
and
just
turn
it's
into a
like
husk.
those PSA commercials.
Yeah, for weed.
Yeah.
And then there was those PSA commercials for weed.
Like just like
Oh,
how
this is
far
what
we've
happens. What happened to her? She smoked marijuana, and she's like,
come. Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. That commercial was on point.
I be feeling like that.
From personal experience.
No,
From
they say.
personal experience. You do sometimes just be like,
And then you feel fucking relaxed as
Fuck.
fuck. Because again, you're not doing this so that it takes over your life, right?
Yeah,
You're doing
yeah,
it
no, no.
recreationally, and it's like
I
video
do it to
games
get rid of
for
my
me.
headaches. To be fair.
Exactly. It's
And
medicinal.
you know, I found out why.
Marijuana.
Apparently, weed has the effect of like blood thinning a little bit.
So it helps your
in certain-
circulation?
Yeah. And
Oh, you drink more water.
and what? No, not to help my
Drink more water.
circulation. Because what happens is I get
Drink
my
more.
headaches because apparently one of my blood vessels in my head is a little bit too thin. So in order to get the blood through there, like the blood has to be thinned a little
Gotta
bit.
start taking blood thinners, man.
And when I was in high school, I used to get blood thinners. I used to go to like the doctor, and I used to get what's them called, beta blockers. That's what they prescribed me.
Beta.
Beta.
Never ever be a beta.
Exactly. But they prescribed me beta blockers, and then that practice got shut down.
I wonder why. Oh shit! They killed someone or
They
something.
killed me. I'm dead. No.
Veteran
The
is
dude that
unalive.
ran it like got old, and he
Oh.
basically like couldn't
Prescribed
work
too
there
much.
anymore. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yo, loose with
started
the
prescribing
Xannies.
himself. He started prescribing himself age helpers.
Yeah, he started prescribing himself Viagra and whatnot.
Yeah, and
Cialis.
a couple Xannies, starting to throw a couple parties in the lounge. No.
Bussin'.
Yeah, and I always wondered because like obviously, I started experimenting with the marijuanas
Mary Jane.
in late high school.
Mary
and
Jane
I always
Watson.
wondered why does the weed actually help my headaches? Why? Apparently, it's because it also acts as a blood thinner occasionally. And I always wondered why,
like
like,
that.
drinking my tea, like, why drinking my weed tea would, like, help me, like, you know, relax and would help my head not hurt anymore. Because it thins the blood. It basically does the same thing as the beta blockers. So, you know.
And the weed Skittles just taste good.
Yeah,
you know?
they just taste good. And actually, now I know someone that has, like, the same thing I do. Like, I always thought it was, like, strange. I always thought it was, like, weird that, like, no one else has this problem. Am I making it up? Like, you know, you start second guessing
It's in
yourself.
my head.
Yeah,
It's in
like,
my head.
Is this pain in my head? Am I not actually
I'm in
feeling
your
this
walls,
pain?
Ben.
Yeah. Like, because, like, you go so long without meeting another person that has a similar ailment to you. And you're just like, fuck, am I just, like, seeking attention or something? And it's like, no, like, it's just rare. It's just not. Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, speaking about rare diseases, you ever hear of that lady who got hit in the head and she came back with a Chinese accent after getting out of a coma?
No.
It's the funniest shit ever, dude. It's the funny. You cannot tell me. I don't care if you're like, that's offensive. No, you don't understand. This woman has never been to China.
Yeah, never spoke Chinese.
Never spoke Chinese, and she came
and just
back.
full speaking full Mandarin.
Where is it? No. Just in a Chinese accent. As in literally like, oh, hello.
Oh.
I know. It's fucking great.
I thought she came out speaking Mandarin. I was like, oh, wow, that's insane.
The woman who woke up sounding Chinese 9 years ago originally, and then 3 years ago it was the most recent update. Yeah, okay.
Sarah has spent most of her life in Plymouth and had the accent to match until recently.
What the fuck?
So, fish and chips. Chips. I said that right? Yeah.
3.5 years ago, she was rushed into hospital with a migraine, which left her with a voice she didn't recognise.
I have not actually heard my voice in the conversation for nearly 3 years now.
Her initial response upon hearing how she used to sound from a bank telephone recording
Good afternoon, thank you for calling.
was to long for her old accent to return.
Yeah, I'm not actually ringing about my policy though. I'm ringing for a quote. Do you still want
She sounds normal.
British.
I know it's me.
British.
I feel like I want to
What is
say,
this, Doctor Who?
oh,
You got
she-
your
she
accent
make
license?
Good speak. She speak a good. But like that, not me no more.
There's one picture you can see all the facts.
Sarah has been diagnosed with foreign accent syndrome. The condition has only 150 known cases worldwide.
Although it's called foreign accent syndrome, it's literally a speech impediment. There's nothing foreign about it. Obviously I don't have a Chinese accent. I've never been to China. You'd have to spend a considerable amount of time in China.
I'm like, did she have a stroke or something? Because the thing is, she's speaking in broken English. She was saying like, me have, and I was like, what? Like, I was expecting her to talk like,
someone who's never spoken like who doesn't know the English language.
Yeah.
Like, she speaks like my mom does, like with English.
Yeah, it's like, sounds like an authentic Chinese accent. Oh, I'm so happy it happened. What? Yeah, it's start learning Chinese. She'll make an amazing speaker without having to learn the accent. Stupid. I mean, hey, that's some.
I mean,
she's
you
taking
know,
advantage of the situation.
You know,
Not
when
looking
life
like
gives you lemons, throw them at Jeb Bush.
Make lemon tea. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I don't care what anyone says. It's like, oh, it's offensive. No, it's so fucking funny.
It's funny. I mean, it's not like she's
God
like doing
has
that.
a sense of
I don't know.
humor.
I don't know how people could call that as offensive. To be honest, like.
It's it's like someone
It's
slurring.
it's not her fault. She's not like doing it on purpose.
Yeah, it's like I had a stroke and now I slur my words. Like, oh, you're just doing that because you want attention. It's like,
yeah. It's like come on.
An actual thing happened.
Yeah. Like she like went through like some traumatic ass shit. Like what?
However, you're cracking
Like,
up. That was 9 years ago, though. To be fair, I mean,
to be fair. It's just not
who knows?
offensive. Like you get me?
Yeah.
I personally don't think that's offensive.
I find your slurs offensive. Literal slurs or what? Family Guy. Stroke. Stop mocking me. See? And then when he gets stem cells and he gets permanently fixed, and he's like, "Why are we not funding this?" Because something about
Republicans.
abortion or something. Yeah, Republicans. It always comes back to
Legit.
Republicans.
90. Look, if there's something wrong in society today, 90% of it leads back to Republicans and Ronald Reagan.
Oh, don't even get me started on Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Ever
wonder why something's bad? Ronald Reagan.
No, Nancy, I don't want to eat my pudding. My goodness. He's faking dementia. Get him.
Yeah.
He's still alive, you know that, right?
No
They
way.
faked his fucking death, dude.
Oh,
you see, in
fuck.
1990,
You had me going there for a second. You had me going there for a second. I will admit. You had me going. I was like, what? That don't sound right.
he's
Like,
102.
like it's one of those things where it's like, you know, that feels wrong, but I don't know enough about the to
dispute.
to dispute.
I don't know about the subject to dispute it, but
I
I'll
don't
take
know.
your word
I don't
for
know
it.
enough about Ronald Reagan's death aside from I like pissing on his grave. You know, so I can't dispute you.
I wonder. Yeah, he's buried in like Arlington Cemetery
Yeah,
where they bury
yeah.
the president. So I don't think you
It's
just
a new
waltz
public
in and
toilet.
take a shit. Yeah, it's like I don't think you can, but
You know,
not for lack of trying.
it's another situation where that doesn't sound right, but
But again, I'm not an expert on defecating on Ronald Reagan's grave. Definitely
yeah,
not.
definitely not. All of our opinions here are definitely non-expert opinions.
Exactly.
You know, speaking about expert opinions,
You seen Werewolf by Night?
no, I have not yet.
Next.
I'm gonna watch it today.
Okay. And then-
How do you call it? I'm actually I want to watch it on the big screen. To be honest, the
Oh.
one I have downstairs.
Yep.
I haven't used that TV at all
For
except
anything, the
for
cameras.
anything except for the security cameras.
Yep.
And my dad uses it sometimes. He uses that TV more than I do because I'm just like busy here.
Up here,
I got to
yeah.
be on the computer. I got work.
I get
You know,
you.
like yeah. No. I took my first practice LSAT.
How was it?
I got 155, which is honest.
Out of what?
Out of 180. And the
That's
lowest
good,
score,
right?
the lowest score is 120, I think. It's a practice.
don't know
Like
if
I
it-
haven't studied yet. Like it's basically to gauge where
Just
you
raw
are and where
dogged
you
it.
need help. Yeah, just raw dog the practice exam. Because it's like the site whatever where you need to apply for like lawyers and stuff and for like law school and stuff.
BetterCallSaul.com?
Yes, bettercallsaul.com. It's like associated with Khan Academy, and so you take your practice exams and you practice on Khan Academy basically.
Khan Academy rhymes with chicanery. If
Yeah.
you say it the right way, so
Chicanery.
it's all
It's all coming together.
they're docking
Those
the ideas.
yes, the docking
Two
ideas.
brain cells are fighting for
Yeah.
third place in my head right now.
How do you call it? It's still not where I want to be. Like because of my GPA, and because I mostly
Yeah, I got a
because
perfect score.
mostly because of my recommendation letters. 'Cause I'm not close
Yeah.
to anyone, so I can't get any good
It's
recommendation
not your
letters.
fault. You weren't like, oh, professor, come here, and then just fucking, or you were bouncing on the professor's lap or
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know. I'm just not good at being very sociable to the professors. I'm like, all right, I'm here. I
Yeah.
want to do good in the class, and I want to get out. I have work to do.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah, straight up. So basically, so because of that, I want to get a really good LSAT score in order to like make myself appealing to like the law school that I want to go to because it's highly competitive.
Just put on a G-string.
G-string. Oh yeah, just
Make yourself very appealing.
I'm gonna walk in there like
Full lingerie.
no. Oh, what's that one outfit called? The one where it's just like a string from here to like here, like the ones that
banana
you wear-
hammock.
Is it the banana?
Banana hammock.
The ones that like the
The
super
Borat
like, buff-
one.
Yeah. That one. The banana.
banana hammock, banana
Just
hammock,
walk
banana
into the school
Yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah. Straight up.
straight up.
Leave a lasting impression. And then when they're like, we had to kick him out, and you're like, I was following the dress code. I had shoes. I had a shirt. A very loose, thin definition of a shirt, but it was a shirt nonetheless.
It's shirt nonetheless.
A shirt is a shirt is a shirt. That's law.
Yes.
Dismissed. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, my client, I do declare, my client pleads oopsie daisy. And he pulled out an Uno reverse card on the police officer, and the police officer promptly shot himself. I do declare. Now, how my client's fingerprints got in the gun is another finger-licking mystery for another day.
I can't.
That's how you do it. You get the colonel to be your law advisor.
Yeah. Legit.
So I mean,
I
yeah,
mean,
like
what else?
what is considered a good score outside of perfect or like you
outside
know,
of perfect? I think like to be honest, I don't know, but I think the score I'm currently shooting for, because like they also provide this like website where you can like see like which schools accept, because like it all depends on the school. Technically 155 is good for like I think like it was like a third round school. So like basically you have your top 10 or top
like UCLA
50,
and then
yeah, like fucking what's that
ITT
fucking
Tech
good
at the
one?
bottom.
Harvard and whatever.
Yeah.
Like those bullshit
Yale,
ones.
some bullshit.
Yeah, some bullshit.
where all the Republicans went to, and then they're like Yale is fucking for snowflakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Dumbasses.
But yeah, so there's that, and then there's like another round of schools where it's like Loyola. They're still really good, but it's like not the top or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like there's certain schools that like punch above their weight class. So like again, like Loyola is technically not a top tier school in the country, but in California it's really respected. So if you go there and you're getting a job here in California, it's equivalent to like getting
LMU, and they're like, whoa.
yeah. It's like getting something. It's like going to a better school than you actually did.
Yeah.
As long as you're here in California.
You go anywhere else, they're like, where the fuck is it?
Yeah,
LMU.
well, LMU. What is that? Some county hick thing?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what
Yeah,
the
no,
fuck?
no.
Lick my nuts, more like it. Get out of my
Yeah.
fucking office. Yeah, you go UCLA though. That's a fucking
That's-
brand. They brand your chest, and
Yeah,
then you just gotta pop a titty,
like
and they're
seared.
like,
It's like
that's it.
seared onto your chest and your back. It's
Exactly.
just UCLA.
Your neck, your back,
Yeah.
your pussy, your crack.
My girlfriend went to UCLA for her undergrad, so you know I'm.
Oh, she has a degree from UCLA.
Yeah.
God damn! Did she apply for student loan aid?
Yeah, she has no debt.
Nice.
She's
No, I
no
mean from
debt.
like the recent relief. That's why. Or no?
No,
Oh,
at least I don't think so. Like, can you get that if you don't have any debt?
I don't know.
Because if you can't, I'm gonna apply. I'm not gonna. I was able to make it without any debt.
Well, no, because it's for a loan payoff. So if you took out a loan, that's why.
okay. Yeah,
So
no,
I took out a loan. It was like $1,000 or something for one semester.
Oh,
so
yeah,
maybe I'll apply and we'll see what we
do
do.
it. See if
We'll
we can get that
what
taken
happens.
out. Like
exactly.
low-key.
Yeah. I mean, because people were getting repayments too if they paid off some amount. But who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But so in order to get into either of those, I want to try to like there's like a website that gives you it's like, oh, this is the average percentile that this school accepts, based on this GPA, if you have this
You got to point
LSAT
zero.
score. Because it's like everything. It's like holistic basically. So they take everything into account. And so even if you like they actually show you a distribution of people that get accepted with what GPA and with what LSAT score and whatnot. There's people that got like I think like a 160, which is like a really good score, I think. And like they didn't get accepted because their GPA was like a 2 something. Wait, no, sorry, reverse. They got accepted even though their GPA was low because they got a really good LSAT score. And there was someone on there with a 4.0 GPA, a 4.0, perfect. But they got like I think like a 130 or a 145, I think, on the LSAT, and so they didn't get accepted.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah, so like you kind of have to try to like get a level out, and I think my GPA was like more or less like straight B's, but a couple of A's. Mm-hmm. And so so that's not exactly great for law school. So I'm trying to shoot for at least a 164, which is why I'm kind of glad that I got a 155. I was thinking I was
almost there.
Yeah, I was thinking I was gonna get like a 130 or 132 or something on like the practice one. Like I was before I took it, I was legit scared. Like,
I
oh
don't
shit,
know what's going on.
It's gonna be so much harder. It's gonna be so much more work. But like a 155, I think I can work from there, study more, do better. I think it's reachable now, basically.
What kind of questions do they ask?
It's weird. Like the ones that trip me up the most, which is where I have to work on. There's these questions where it's like they give you like a list of people, right? Like let's say John, Gabby, and Kyle. Put it like five, yeah, like Rittenhouse. There's like 5 people, right? Yeah. And you have to assign them to shifts, basically. You have to assign that. There's only 5 shifts. 2 of them have to work in each shift.
It's like a logic problem?
Yeah, like a logic puzzle, basically.
Huh.
And it's like 5, and it's like Gabby can't work with Kyle. Kyle has to work with Rittenhouse. Yeah. Et cetera. And they give you like 4 or 5 rules.
Follow these rules
Yeah.
and
And then the
loophole your
questions-
way or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like a real lawyer.
Just like a real lawyer. And then like the question is like, what is the most optimal way to format these while following the rules? And then the next questions are like, okay, if we change this rule to this, what now is like which one of these people can operate on this day, basically?
What's the time limit
Yeah.
on the test?
It's 4 hours total. There's 25-ish questions for each segment, and there's 4 segments.
Oh, so about 100 questions. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, when you're thinking like that, you can't just be like A, B, C, D.
Yeah, you can't just go do.
Yeah.
No, you have to like work it out and stuff like that. And then there's different ones. That's only like one section of the thing. The other one is like reading comprehension, and that one was fairly easy. Comparatively to the other 3 segments. But for the life of me right now on the spot, I can't remember what type of questions were on there. But that's the one where I did the best at. That's like the one where I got almost all of them good. I really fucked up on the logic puzzles though. I took so long answering some of the questions, I didn't even get to answer the last like 3. And I didn't even have enough time to like jot down like a random answer
Damn.
or anything.
Oh, it's written?
No, it's
Okay,
not written.
it's
Luckily,
ABC?
ABCD.
Okay,
Yeah. And that's why I need to really work on that, because the last like 4 questions, I didn't have enough time to like bubble in a random answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, 4 hours.
Yeah, it's a 4-hour thing, and I did that when we were supposed to record online on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I was so fucking tired by the end of it, and I had eaten I had drank some bad coffee too, so I was like holding in my shit, just like
Jesus. Wait,
I
on
was
the
like
road
sweating.
or here?
No, I was at the hotel. I was in the hotel Wi-Fi to take that practice exam.
Shit.
Literally,
Yeah.
and I was just there in the hotel room, like trying to eat like the hotel breakfast, like in the room, just like
Jesus.
trying to take it. I was like, oh god.
Gotta
Dude,
get a
I
cork
sweated.
next time.
Yeah. I gotta go beforehand. I gotta make sure my bowels are empty.
Yeah.
Take 30 laxatives.
Just don't take bad coffee. Oh, it was bad hotel coffee?
I don't know if it was hotel coffee or if it was the Starbucks from the day before.
I don't know.
Because, like,
I don't know the day before.
What I'll do sometimes, like, I'll drink half the coffee and then I'll like go to sleep, and so I'll leave the coffee on the counter, and when I wake up, I'll like finish it.
That doesn't sound good. Yeah, maybe you gave yourself food poisoning.
Maybe.
I don't think anyone can be to blame for this. Actually,
Yeah.
I think you gave yourself food poisoning.
Yeah,
so.
maybe. I don't know, but yeah. I was taking that exam while holding in that shit. So I just gotta practice on the logic puzzles. The logic puzzles I think are like the main area where I need to focus in on. Mm-hmm. Aside from that, I think it's doable. I think I can do it. I think I can get a good score. I think I can get a 164 if I really dedicate myself to studying.
If you get a 180, like, do they think like, oh, this man cheated or something? Or
I have no idea, to be honest. I have absolutely zero clue. I doubt it. But like again, on the distribution table that they give you, I didn't see a single 180. I didn't see a single 175 to put it in context.
Damn.
The,
So if
the
you get a
highest score I got,
175.
the highest score I saw on that distribution was a 172.
Okay. Is that a dog or was that a person?
I think that was a dog.
Oh God, I hope that was a dog.
Oh, fuck.
Just heard a little girl get murdered. Or something.
Yeah, this is a fuck. All right.
Oops.
Oof.
What a great way to end the podcast. Of a girl being murdered.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.